Welcome back, City Skylines players and fans. This is Gomer with Gomer Games. Alright, we are in Capital City. We are finishing up Casino Island here. We've got some casinos over here on the, what I'm calling the north side of the island. And then we've got a spot here we need to work on, and obviously there's a huge shopping district that's going to go in here. Huge shopping district. And then we've got some more small commercial office and suburbs going to go in this area here. Today what we're working on is this little semicircle here, a half circle area that'll finish off this side of the avenue. So we're going to finish that, we're going to detail it, and I had to figure out what I was going to do with it because I had a plan for it, but the asset was no longer available. So it took me a little bit to figure out what we were going to do. So we're going to work on that. Let's go ahead and get started here. First thing I want to do, I think I have, yes, I have the dynamic resolution turned up. I'm going to crank that down. Yeah, probably not that much. It interferes with the audio when it's turned all the way up, so we'll crank it up to about 200, and that should be alright. It works there. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started here. We detailed the last video, we did some detail work on the aquarium, the expo center, and modern art museum. And the skyscraper here, the skyscraper's from the skyscraper creator pack. Not sure, I think this one's from Argentina, maybe? Maybe this one's Germany. Oh, it does not say. Yeah, I'm not sure where it's from. But it fits very nice in this area here. The shape and the size, so it complements the MGM building and all these lower buildings, large buildings but lower in as far as floor level. It complements it quite nicely, and then it will go good with what we have planned here today. So let's go ahead and get started here. First thing we're going to do, we need to place a road. Alright. Let's see here. I guess we'll just do, yeah, we'll just do 160 there. And then I'm going to try to do like 120 this way. Yeah. And then I'm going to go back to the tiny roads. Grab this individual one-way road with parking. And things all nice and symmetrical there. So let's go ahead and grab the building that I want. Let's see, I downloaded that. It's been a while, but it hasn't been that long. Where is that at? That is right here. Turn that off. Shows up as a unique building. Place that. Obviously, it's not centered, so we'll have to move it. There we go. And then I want to make sure that there's a little bit of room back here. Yeah, we're fine. Alright, so that's pretty centered there. I'm going to go ahead and switch these roads to the one way. I probably should have just started with that, but I always like to use the larger roads when I'm building out the zoning, because I think the game handles the zoning cells better. So a little bit better there. Okay, so we should have even. No, we're a little off here, so let's move. I want this to be symmetrical. So let's move this over just a little bit. There we go. That's what I wanted. I wanted 6 on both sides. So that works just fine. And then that's still very even with this road here. So that works just fine there. Okay, so what I was thinking on this side is we're going to put in a parking garage here. This building. So we'll go ahead and I'm thinking about let's see. I don't know what's going on here. I hate to do this, but I want to turn that down even more. This thing today. Thinking about this garage here. Place, even though we're gonna. We're gonna grab a. Yeah, I just want the cells. Place this. There we go. Place this right here. Looks good. Clipping a little bit more on half the building, but I don't want it so much into and drive on this side, which we are fine on. So maybe we bring it to this corner. I think that looks good. And we're still good on the drive, right? Yeah, we're still good on that. Alright. So that makes more sense. So then, what we can do then is go ahead and pull this road. Actually, this road. Pull a road in. It's not going to work because of that node there. That's okay, we'll do it on this side. It's kind of hard to work when you got all these tall buildings around. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just drag this all across. Make sure that it's matching. And then we're probably going to want to move this just a little bit so it's in the center. First thing you need to do, though, in this situation, these nodes are way too close together. So, get rid of that, get rid of that. And then you might as well go ahead and move this node over to where it's right in the center. And then grab to replace it. And those nodes are still pretty close, but it will still work, unlike if you left that other node in there, it would cause some havoc. So now we have this road here that just dead ends right here. So what we want to do is grab this node, hit down, straight. Oh, and there's a node right in the middle. Now, honestly, it doesn't matter. You want it as straight as you could possibly get it, but it doesn't really matter because you're not going to see those vehicles in there. But it does by doing that, by running this as a T inside that garage. It allows vehicles to drive straight through it, so it looks great. But drive there. Pretty good there. And then on this side, I think we're going to go ahead and just use the regular road. Pull it to, let's say, there. Drag it to, let's just use this node here. And then I originally was going to connect this up to this, but I don't see a point in doing that because you got the connection here. So I don't really see the point in doing that. So what I think would happen here, this seems like a more likely scenario, which very well, but this seems like a more likely scenario here. And we may even change that. That seems like that would be more logical. So let's go ahead and start detailing here. Thinking let's do some plain grass, some manicured lawn. Neat. That works. I think maybe. Should we do? This here and here. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll double one there, and double one there. So that way that one can cover up with that one. That one can go over more to make the drive look better. And then we'll go ahead and put a single here. I think that'll work. We'll just leave that the way that is, because I don't know. Yeah, they didn't. It works. And why I'm using a 4 instead of the 3. For some reason, I'm not sure why the asset creator, he created a 1, a 1, 1, a 1, a 2, 3, 4. Not sure what the difference is between them, because they all seem to act the same. But 3 is a different texture. It's just fine, but it's a different texture than all the rest of them. So I really don't use it unless I use it by itself. If I got to use a single or a 2 or a 4 next to it, I don't use a 3. So that's the reason why those 4s there. Let's see. Let's concrete this over. Obviously, we'll need to concrete that. That up. And then actually what I'm thinking here, concrete that. I'm thinking we're going to make this a service entrance. Yeah, we're going to make this a service entrance. So let's go ahead and move this over. It's going to cause a lot of clipping, but it'll be worth it. Move this over. There. Pull that down just a little bit. And then somebody did say that these would snap, but to be honest, I haven't had much luck with that. Yeah, see, they just snap into place. They don't. Well, so most of the time when I'm having trouble moving them, it's just because I'm moving them because of a certain reason. Don't necessarily want them in the cells that they would snap to. So, let's see here. Okay. So let's go ahead and concrete this, but I think what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and add a service road in here. There, I think that looks really good. It didn't mess up, no, it didn't mess up that. Alright, so what we need here, this is going to be like a service entrance. So we need, first thing we need is some doors. And just need plain Jane doors, nothing fancy. Yeah. So go ahead and go with these. I think we'll just put them right here. That looks like that's glass windows, so maybe we should put another set right here. And these would be like fire doors too. So they would work as fire doors or something like that. So let's go ahead and do that. So now let's get some dumpsters. Looked like there was a little bit of lag time there. So the dumpsters are in this common. So let's just grab a couple of these. And then maybe a recycling bin. I honestly don't know what the colors mean. So I guess we'll just put that right there. And then put a standard trash can right there. And then maybe we'll put a bench out here. So maybe the employees, if they want to get some fresh air or something, they can come out here and sit. Yeah, something like that. So I think that works. That works great as a service entry there. Not happy with this. Yeah, that looks better. A little narrower, but I think that that works fine there. Alright, so as far as this goes here, let's see if we can cover up some of this. Yeah, that looks pretty good there. Let's go ahead and do a couple of these. A couple more of those. That way we can move them. Yeah, I may need one more just to square it off. And then we'll go grab another one. Yeah, if anybody does know why there is so many of these, there's 4 individual squares or cells, and then there's 2 of the 4s, and then there's a 2 and a 3. So I don't know. Thought maybe it had something to do with the way they clipped to the road, or maybe they went under certain things or something, but they all seem to function exactly the same. So I'm not exactly sure. And the description, obviously, I checked the description. The description doesn't have anything on there about that. So, okay, so that looks pretty good. Get some clipping, but when you pull out from it, it doesn't look too bad, which is what I was wanting. So that works very good there. So let's go ahead and paint this in. Paint all this concrete in, because we need to do some work on this front part to make it very pleasing. People are going to be dropping guests off here and everything, so this needs to look very nice. So we're going to grab the 2 and go ahead and place that there. And I'm thinking, do I really want to go make that large of a grass area there? I think maybe we will. Because there's a walkway there, that works. Add another one there to move it so that way it matches. I think that works. You can always adjust it if it doesn't. And that also puts a walkway right here for that one, so that works too. So let's grab this and see if we can get this to fit right in there. That wasn't too bad for a first attempt there. Yeah, that's not too bad. Looks pretty good there. And let's see here. So what do we have over here? Let's see. Do we want to run this all the way over like we did there? I'm thinking that might be a door there. Don't see a door, but it's going to be a door because I'm going to put a door in there. Because that just seems logical that it would be a door. Yeah, so we're going to put a door. So we'll grab this over. That covers that. That works. And then with this road here, do we want to do that though? Creates kind of an odd shape. I mean, we can fix that with the curbs props and go in and fix that and put curves in to make it all look good. Yeah, we'll leave that for now, but we may come back and fix that later. So what I was thinking, this front here, I was thinking we need some decals to kind of turn this into something other than just the plain gray concrete. So I'm thinking maybe some marble or let's see here. No, I don't like that one. Not for this. That was pretty nice. That might be a little overwhelming for that size, though. Ooh, I kind of like that. And that. That kind of matches the color of the building, too. I thought there was another one. Maybe not. Yeah, those are the two I was thinking of. Okay, so maybe we'll use this one here. Yeah. Okay, so let's lay these down. Just line those up. And then, obviously, once you have a few of them laid down, you can copy and paste them with Move It, because it goes a whole lot faster once you do that. Alright, looks pretty good. Now the question is, do we want to go all the way down? I don't see why not. Cover this all the way. Let's just say to the edge of the building there. There. Oh, forget about this area right here. Very nice. I like that. Now let's do some curbs and decorations to kind of offset some of the weird angles of this grass here. So first thing I want to do is I want to add these assets that came with the. Well, where were they? I thought they were maybe they're in the park. Yeah, came with the promenade and Plaza Promenade. Update. So I'm thinking maybe that, and then yeah, that looks good. Then question is, do I want this point in the middle? And of course, it's not, the building's not symmetrical. So I think that would kind of look stupid in the middle, like that. So I think we're going to leave that off there. But there is one thing I think I want to put in there, and that is recently downloaded. Never used it before. Here we go. This is a ball fountain rotating. And I've seen one of these in real life years and years ago, and I honestly can't remember where it's at. But it's a stone ball, pretty large size. I mean, pretty about the same scale. That was literally floating and rotating on a cushion of water. And it was kind of cool. As a kid, I remember seeing it, but I can't remember where I saw that. But it was a long time ago. But it was kind of cool. So I saw this in a workshop the other day. It's been a few weeks. It's like, that's kind of cool. I'm gonna use that somewhere. So I think that would be kind of cool, especially if you have kids with you or something. That would be kind of cool for them to walk in and see that that huge stone. I mean, I imagine it probably weighs hundreds of pounds at least, maybe more. And then, yeah, but that would be kind of cool to see that. So we'll place those in there. So I think that looks pretty good there. Trying to decide what we're going to do with the curbs here. Because I really don't like these shapes. Now we do have these grass decals. That we can come in and fix some of these. There. I think that looks pretty good there. So I like this side. This side I'm happy with. This side I think we'll have to do something with because I really don't like this angle. It's kind of bizarre. So we're going to have to do something with that. So we'll come back to that. Let's get this taken care of. And I did plop extra one here. And I did plop an extra one here, I think it was. Actually, I need to get rid of this because I don't want them already in here. I'll just use the decal. Move this a bit over. So that way it's out of view. There, so you can't see it on the inside of the garage. And this side looks all right. I mean, it's not great, but I think it's fine. I think that's fine. That looks fairly good. This grass is a little bit. This is part of my problem. Perfectionist. Drives me crazy if I don't fix the stuff, things like that. When in all actuality, I don't see it out on a single. And then get do a little concrete here and sticking into the thing there. So, matter of fact, that probably needs to be angled a little bit too. Now we'll just leave it the way it is. We'll put in a put right here. Set up. We'll go. Use Move it inside the building. Store it but it is outside the building. Place it inside the building. It wants to climb and it wants to place itself on the roof of the building itself. Whereas if you just place it down in front and then use move it to move it, you can move it right inside the building. And I think that has to do with the snapping, because it wants to snap to the roof of the building, which is good because you want it to do that for in other cases, but not in this particular one. Okay, so now let's go ahead and go back to else, and I think we're going to fix this up a little bit. Boy, this is a wide road here. Good. An easier way of doing this would be drop a 4 and just to move it over. Of course, we've got more clipping going on. That's okay. And then take a go back to the decal. I'm going to go in far enough where there's nothing in the corner, which I did not. Need to go in just a tad bit more. There we go. But not enough where you can see it right here on the inside of the garage. So that looks pretty good there. So I'm happy with everything. Side, we did something over here. What's the zoning look like over here? And one thing, if you're using these assets in a game where you're playing with money, I'm just painting this particular one. These do actually cost. They're $50 and $1.60 a week for the single, and then $200 and $6.40 a week for the four, and then for the triple or the double, it's $100 and $3.20, and then for the three, it's $1.50 and $4. And I think all these are all the same. They're all the same. I looked just to make sure that they were all the same. It's exactly the same in these these four, so I'm not sure what. So, but my point is, if you were plopping those in a city that you're actually playing the game with money or something like that, you'd probably want to use the decals for this. It does give you entertainment value, so it increases the happiness of your citizens. Uh, but it can get expensive very quickly. That was it was 640. That's quite a bit. Again, this city is being painted. Snow be going on. Uh, the services, but the services, I don't check to see if the services cover what they need to cover. Located. Matter of fact, I did realize after watching it in somebody else's series, I realized they have many fire stations in the airport cover the actual runways, and I did that off camera this afternoon. I was like, yeah, I need to do that. That makes sense. Uh, oh, this is going to be extremely tricky. So this is not very well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this in right there. Push those edges. So that's really all we're going to be able to do. Okay, so all these sides are fine except for I'm not a big fan of this right here. So we're going to figure out what we're going to do with this. So now we have this area here. And for a long time I couldn't figure out what to do with it. I thought, well, we're going to make it a plaza. Are we just going to make it another green space, like this area right here? We're going to put a building in. I didn't really want to put another building in because I don't think these guys would be very happy about that, meaning this building here, because you're kind of like blocking you're blocking their rooms' views, but B, you're blocking the view of that building from this main avenue and from the highway here. Uh, so, you're just kind of, they're not going to be happy about that. So I just thought, well, they're not going to do that. So what I got to thinking was, looking through all the different assets and everything, I was thinking, well, what do we put there? And so I thought, well, what we'll do, we'll go ahead and just wanted to cover these up real fast here. Had these placed at one time, but I took them out because I wasn't sure what we were wanting to do there. So there, okay. There we go. So what I thought we could do is we're going to use a vanilla asset. We're going to use one I've never actually used in any of the cities before. I have plopped it down just to see what it was done, but I never actually used it. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the Doomsday Vault, just because I think it kind of fits the area. And I think it kind of works. And what I'm thinking is, first I was thinking, what would be in this area? Maybe a dining, maybe fancy dining, or something of that effect. There's a lot of casinos around. Maybe it's got that Las Vegas vibe, so maybe it's like one of those chapels or something where people can get married, that type of stuff. But what I thought this could be like a gaming building, like maybe virtual reality, escape rooms, that type of stuff. It's kind of got a cool vibe to it, and I think that would be part of the attraction to people would be the building itself, the fact that it's underground, and that type of stuff. So I'm thinking that's what we're going to go with there. So this is kind of like a Dave and Buster's type place or something like that, where there's arcade games and stuff. But beyond that, virtual reality and um, uh, escape rooms and a bunch of different stuff there. So I think we'll go with that. Okay, so now that we have that taken care of, let's go ahead and put in some curbs here. So I'm thinking to start with, just going to do thinking just maybe just a couple of these ovals right here, just as just basically just to, we don't really need anything on that side. And then maybe a large circle. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just do try to get these as close to symmetrical as possible. And then we'll just grab some trees here. Nothing really that fancy. Just some, well, maybe a little bit taller than that. Yeah, maybe we'll put that in there, that in there. And then maybe get, maybe we want to do some flowers here, maybe? Yeah, just do that. That's pretty simple there. And then maybe run some benches. Make sure they're facing the right direction. They are. I don't know if we need that many. Let's do every 6.07, okay? Let's do every 15 feet, or 15 meters. That works. Just a couple benches in there. And then maybe, Yeah, fountain there. And then we'll do a couple more benches back here next to the fountain. Yeah, let's go ahead and do a couple more. Yeah, that works. And then we'll go ahead and add trash. Alright, let's see if that works. Yeah, I think that works fine there. It's got stuff in it, but yet it's still, it's still wide open, but it's not too crazy. And then this area here, that's fine. That's a good sidewalk. Again, I don't really like this area here, so we've got a couple minutes left here. So let's see what we can do with this. First thing I am going to do is I'm going to grab this decal, and I'm going to drag this out to there. I don't know, I may change that even. But so let's go into the curves here and see what we can come up with. Make this look presentable here. Let's try this. What about this one? Yeah. Okay, right there. I think that's as high as we can get it. Yeah, it's still going to be too big for that one. And I know you can resize these, and you can do that with Move It Now. If you grab it after you've already placed it, and then use the it's the period and the comma key. It lowers and it shrinks it and increases the size of it. But when you do that with these curves, it messes with the curve itself with the size. So when it shrinks down, the curve shrinks down. So I don't do that with these. If depending on what I'm doing with them. Anyway, so thinking maybe. No, I don't want to use that because I have this style over here already. So I'm thinking that works. So let's just go to trees and stuff here and see what we can come up with. we can do, yeah, kind of like that, and then move, and you're probably thinking, well, why are you doing it that way? Because you're covering up the curb, but that's kind of the way these are set up, is, yeah, kind of like that. I don't know if we'll keep it, but I think for now, let me know what you think in the comments. I think we're still going to do something with this, even though it's nice. It is nice and symmetrical. I mean, this angle is about the same as this angle, and you know, it looks decent. It's just, I don't know, for something about it, it's kind of bugging me. Um, let's place a couple trees in there. Put a couple more trees in here. Thinking maybe we need to put a curb in here. Let's see here. Get this to fit in here. There we go. And now let's see if we'll go ahead and use this one here. Actually, looks good, except these two come in a little bit, which is works. And then some greenery here. Uh, that covers up the flowers there. Just do. Dust to settle there. I am reserving the right to go back to change this, because for some reason it's kind of bugging me. So we may do that. But overall, I think that looks great. Let me turn the resolution up a little bit here so you guys can get a nicer picture of what we're seeing. yeah, I think overall that looks pretty good. And I guess from this altitude, I guess the higher up you go, this really is not that big of a deal. So I think that looks pretty good there. Very good. All right. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. If you have any comments, feel free to leave that in there. Next video, we are going to be moving across the avenue here to do this very large commercial district here, and I would probably say it's a very large building that we're going to be putting in here, and it dwarfs any of these buildings over here. So it's a very large building. I did put in some new uh, solar panels over here. Looks a lot better than the last solar farm with all the mishmash colors and everything. I think that looks great the way that is. But have any comments, feel free to leave that. Hit that subscribe button and that like button, and we'll see you next time. This is Gomer with Gomer Games.